Imagine discovering a World War II plane, buried 260 feet below Greenland's ice, perfectly preserved after half a century. In 1942, a squadron of American aircraft vanished during a mission. They weren't shot down. They didn't crash into the sea. They simply disappeared into the snow and into legend. 50 years later, treasure hunters and historians unearthed the truth. This is the unbelievable story of the Lost Squadron. The mission that went wrong. It was July 15, 1942. 6 P-38 Lightning fighters and 2 B-17 bombers were ferrying from the US to Britain, part of a vital supply route known as the North Atlantic Ferry. The plan, hopscotch across the Atlantic using Greenland as a refueling stop. But the weather turned vicious. Thick clouds, blinding snow, and relentless headwinds forced them to turn back. Low on fuel, the squadron had no choice. They would make an emergency landing on the Greenland ice cap. The ice landing one by one, the planes touched down on a desolate sheet of ice. No runways, no rescue team, just endless white. Miraculously, all 8 crews survived. They spent days in the freezing wilderness, enduring storms and rationing supplies until a daring rescue mission brought them home. The men lived, but the planes? They were abandoned, too far from civilization to retrieve. Over time, the snow began to fall, year after year, decade after decade. Buried under time, for most, the story ended there. But rumors persisted. A squadron of aircraft still lies out there, trapped in the ice. Treasure hunters, historians, and aviation buffs dreamed of finding them. In the 1980s, a team called Greenland Expedition Society decided to try. Using old maps and new ground-penetrating radar, they searched for years. But what they discovered shocked them. The planes weren't just under a few feet of snow. They were buried under over 260 feet of solid ice. Operation Recovery. The team faced a challenge no one expected. How do you recover a plane from beneath a glacier? In the early 1990s, they drilled through the ice with hot water, carving a vertical shaft. It took months of work in freezing conditions. Finally, they reached one of the P-38s, serial number 41-7630, later nicknamed Glacier Girl. Piece by piece, they disassembled the aircraft and hoisted it to the surface. Against all odds, the first plane of the Lost Squadron saw daylight again after 50 years. Restoration and legacy. Back in the United States, Glacier Girl was painstakingly restored. Thousands of hours of work brought the fighter back to life. In 2002, the plane flew again, a time capsule from World War II roaring into the modern sky. The other planes? They're still out there, locked in the ice, waiting. Why it matters. The Lost Squadron isn't just a story of aviation history, it's a story of survival, perseverance, and the power of curiosity. Those pilots in 1942 thought they were leaving wrecks behind. Instead, they left a mystery that would inspire decades of exploration. And Glacier Girl isn't just a plane, it's a symbol. A reminder that history isn't always buried forever. Sometimes it's just waiting for us to dig deep enough. From the frozen wastelands of Greenland to the skies of today, the Lost Squadron's story connects the past to the present in a way no one could have imagined. 8 planes landed on ice in desperation. Decades later, they became legends. Follow TimeChronicles for more incredible true stories hidden beneath the surface of history.